Examine the continuous worth examples to explore the Vechain cost estimate 2022 to 2030. Might it be said that you are looking for the top Vechain esteem assumptions and checks your impeccably found well research what the experts need to say in regards to Vechain's future show to answer the request. Is Vechain a savvy hypothesis for 2022? To say the least, under Yowl here to find a couple of expert considerations on the Vechain esteem assumption and where the market sees the crypto asset going in the accompanying 2 or 3 years. Vechain cost assumptions for 2022 to 2030 are recorded underneath. Our checks on the Vechain cost from now into the indefinite future. We discuss the going with end of 2022. A mass drive towards the gathering of the VET token will take Vechain to 0089. And levels past 010 end of 2025. Vechain should retest its top-notch high in 2025 and potentially close the year at 070 due to a creating DeFi market end of 2030. New applications and organizations using Vechain by 2030 can take the VET asset above 2 per token and score a yearly ordinary of 179 VET. A store organization and IoT game plan VET is the identification of the Vechain layer 1 savvy arrangement stage VET. The ticker picture can be used equally with Vechain anyway. Note that there is more than one token on the Vechain blockchain. Vechain has a generally outrageous complete load of 86,712,634,466 VET. A piece of Vechain's rivals include Molecule, Miota, IATEX, IX, Ethereum, ETH, Binance's BNB, Cardano, ADA, Watts. The point of messing with Vechain is a semi-decentralized blockchain-based stage. Have you any time looked at a thing with a fashioner mark and pondered whether it's the real deal for sure? Vechain hopes to end that weakness Vechain's establishment uses against blackmail development to confirm awesome quality things, giving conviction both to clients and gathering associations. A piece of Vechain's benefits include very much arranged for engineers, simplifying it for them to start building applications anyway. Vechain is fundamental for the IoT Web of Things region. It zeroes in more on creation network issues, has molded associations with unquestionably the best and most outstanding associations on Earth. Uses check of authority instead of proof of stake or affirmation of work. By holding Vechain, you thus procure its resulting token. The Vether token, though, who is behind Vechain was laid out in 2015 by Brilliant Liu, who was in advance the focal information official CEO at Louis Vuitton China. At first expected to prevent the proposal of phony items, it's since been taken on by gigantic associations to enhance the course of store network. The board what is Vechain required for the Vechain climate contains the blockchain that stores the mixed following information: the mainnet and its neighborhood advanced cache, which is where VET comes in. This utility token is used to get regard across the association, and the more VET somebody holds, the speedier they're prepared to get to the blockchain's resources. You can similarly use VET to make the association's second nearby token Vether Energy, though this token is known as the gas that powers splendid arrangement trades on the stage and enables people to get to the store network advancement. Who usages Vechain? According to Vechain's subtleties, there are around 1,734,801 known addresses. The Vechain Foundation has helped out BMW, Walmart, China, PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC, Bosch and Qualcomm. This shows that gigantic associations really trust the secret development-specific examination of Vechain's VET worth turns of events. CoinMarketCap at first started following the expense of Vechain on the 8th of April 2018 at 001333. From there on out, VET has shown up at a magnificent low of 0001,678. On the 13th of WOC 2020, there was no Vechain ICO beginning coin offering. Vechain started 2021 at 001908, showed up at a record-breaking high of 02782 on the 17th of April, and completed the year at 00828. Vechain has a 52-week low of 003921. Vechain worth assumption 2022 to 2030. To quit wasting time. This is the manner in which much Vechain can be worth later on. According to our long Vechain cost assumption, the value of Vechain will reach 0.12 around the completion of 2022, rising to 0.23 close to the completion of 2023 and 0.84 close to the completion of 2025. Vechain figures will then climb to 135 in 2027 and 212 in 2030 to design our Vechain cost assumptions for 2022 to 2030. We have thought about the going with components. The first and perhaps most clear component is natural market, as the pool of open tokens continues to contract. Monetary benefactor interest is likely going to increase. Right when the interest is more unmistakable than the stock, the expense of an asset will go up, and that suggests we could see VET development in regard all through the accompanying several years. Another key part that could impact the expense of VET is the stage's extent of retail associations. As Vechain continues to expand, these associations won't just give extra hypothesis, but they will moreover give the computerized cash the authority support, regardless of the way that there is no power guide to improve Vechain through Twitter. The Vechain Foundation construed that 2022 and past will focus in on accelerating gathering, with improvement clearly not excessively far off. It gives off an impression of being likely that the association could attract new affiliations later on the expense of any asset, is for each situation complicatedly associated with monetary sponsor conviction, as well as its recognizable quality in the news, and through virtual amusement. Both of these are presumably going to augment due to mark expansion, consequently perhaps driving up the interest for VET tokens. This subsequently will drive up the expense. It is in like manner critical that Vechain is a semi-decentralized stage. Regardless of the way that it's not totally decentralized, it's as yet inclined to benefit from the creating interest for DeFi organizations. Decentralized finance, one of the most engaging pieces of DeFi, is the truth it's totally direct. Thwarting issues like robbery, coercion and mystery cost. Straightforwardness is one of the basic targets of the Vechain stage. By holding people back from selling misleading things, it propels strong industrialism and fair portions, regardless of the way that electronic business trades are creating year-on-year. Buying things or collecting parts online can make it hard to affirm their genuine starting points. With plans, for instance, Vechain people can buy insurance, acknowledging they can twofold really investigate the validity of their product. Looking forward, clearly Vechain will benefit vehemently from these factors, making VET an exceptional transient hypothesis. 1 year or long stretch endeavor 5 to 10 years. Here are our Vechain cost assumptions for 2022 to 2030. Vechain worth assumption 2022, seeing a gigantic surge of gathering in 2022. Vechain will be taken higher than at any other time. For the rest of 2022, Vechain will get a move on and raised a ruckus around town accomplishment before showing up at a top expense of 0.12 for the year. Monetary benefactors can in like manner expect a yearly low of 0.024 and a run-of-the-mill cost of 0.074. As per our Vechain cost gauge, Vechain will then end 2022 at 0.089 per Vetist. Vechain worth assumption